What up, folks? Today I am in the Elara Hilton Grand Vacations here on the Las Vegas Strip, or just off the Las Vegas Strip. And yeah, we are going to review the one bedroom unit that I have here. I got this place as part of a timeshare presentation, so I got to attend a meeting tomorrow morning. But anyways, this is where we are, room 1015. So let's take a look at what we have as we enter. This is what we're greeted with. I dropped my stuff off over there, so you can ignore that. But right to this side here, we have a dual vanity with giant mirror, water closet, shower. Over here, we got a tub, a pretty big one, surrounded by more mirrors. On this side, a mirrored closet. Yeah, it's a closet. It's got a safe as well. The bed is here. Let's see. Okay, I'm a bit confused with that. How do you turn those on? I don't see controls. Oh wait, they're underneath. Okay, yeah. So they both have their individual controls on both sides. Okay, so this is a king bed. Oh yes. Let's get the shades up. More mirror finishes. I think there's a decent amount of lighting. Personally, I like a lot, but this is what we have. The view I have on the 10th floor, I don't know if you can see it. Let's just the parking lot. Off over there, you can see the Sphere. That one there, I think this is a Venetian. I got the Paris one there. Planet Hollywood there. Let's head on back out. So again, there's the entrance. I went through that way and came out here. We have the living room here. This has its shades as well. Same view. Okay, I've stayed at a Hilton timeshare before, and it was filthy, absolutely filthy. And I would smack the chair like this and see enormous amounts of dust. But I think they did a lot better on this one. Big TV, extra seating. This table, I don't think it has any kind of storage. More mirrors. It's a very sleek, modern aesthetic. This thing here with the lights, I think it's just kind of dead space. I don't know what they use it for. This is a door to a connecting room if I got one, but I don't. This fuse box is quite exposed. I wish they would do something to hide it. What do we have here? Oh wait, there's the ironing board. Hilton, you got it right this time. Now to the kitchen. Quite solid. 4 chairs. Not bad. The refrigerator. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's decent water pressure. Looks like electric cooktop. Okay, I mean, it's much nicer than the other Hilton timeshare on the Strip. I'll tell you that. This is a much more modern looking building. It's a much more modern design, modern aesthetic. Okay, oh yes, I went through earlier and they had a washing machine in here. I don't see a dryer. Is this a combo unit? I can't tell. Oh wait, yes, it is a combo. That's interesting. That's very nice. And of course, let's test the shower water pressure. That's a fair amount. Sink. Sufficient. Okay, so yeah, so that's the quick overview of the Elara just off the Las Vegas Strip. Okay, I found something that's kind of disappointing. So right here by the dining table, if you look down here, what is that? What the hell is that? It looks like dried noodles from somebody's food. Ugh, disgusting. All right, Hilton, I'm once again disappointed. So the Elara does not have a restaurant because, well, it's a timeshare property. But it is connected to the Miracle Miles Mall, which is also connected to the Planet Hollywood, and that has plenty of restaurants all around. So right now I'm here at Cafe Hollywood to get some breakfast, getting eggs Benedicts. Let's see if it's any good. All right, it's gonna be my last day here at the Elara. Overview so far. It's a very nice place. Obviously, it's high-end. Aside from that little mess on the floor, I really don't have many complaints. But this trip and this video isn't just about reviewing the hotel. This is about the whole timeshare thing that Hilton presents with the Hilton Grand Vacations. Now let's break it down. They will sell you a package to, and I'll be honest, for most people, it is simply not worth it. Now, for me personally, I'm a budget traveler. I usually go for budget hotels. I go for the best deals. And this is something very high end. And even if they tout the value of the Grand Vacation points, you're paying for a lot that you're not going to use unless there are very specific criteria. One, you got to be traveling in a large group or family because a lot of this space is going to be wasted. If it's just one or two people, it's most likely not going to be worth it. Look at this thing. That is a lot of space. And you're paying for space you're not using. So if I can cram 4 or 5 people here, yeah, it'll be great. If I need to add a connecting room to get another 2 more, then the points would be worth it. Also, it really locks you in. Timeshares lock you in for life pretty much, unless you find a way to offload the deed. And you're going to be paying those maintenance fees for the rest of your life if you're unable to offload the deeds. If you are not the kind of person who travels frequently with huge family vacations with a lot of people, timeshare is not worth it. It really locks you into the Hilton ecosystem. If you wanted to go somewhere and there wasn't a Hilton timeshare available, then you're going to be paying out of pocket again anyway. So you're already buying the points, you're paying the maintenance fees, and then you got to go on a vacation and pay for a hotel anyway. And then you're stuck with those points that are unused for that year. Yes, you can roll them over, but that fitting it all that extra vacation in for the following year, when you do use the points, you're not going to probably use them all. So you're just not going to be able to use all the points all the time. And if your schedule or your plans change, you're still paying. Life, circumstances, responsibilities, things change. Now, you're expected to get these points and travel within a year or 2 or so, or something like that. But life happens. And if you're paying these maintenance fees and then you're not traveling, well, you're out a lot of money and you're wasting it. Yes, you can give them, but you got to go through a lot to claw back value. There are some fringe cases in which people get the timeshares and then they rent out their points, or not rent out, but sell their points on the third-party marketplaces to try to pretty much operate in a way like a middleman as an Airbnb for the Hilton properties. That is very complicated. I don't know if it's worth the time, but that is an option if you think you can handle it. But those 4 points that I brought up, it's, for most people, it's simply not worth it. Locking in into a lifetime when circumstances could change, and you only truly get value if you're into traveling into large groups and luxury vacations, which not a lot of people do. Like, I live in LA. $61,000 a year is not a lot of money. And my last 3 pay raises, my annual pay raises from my work, were all below inflation. That is not the kind of person who can afford to shell out a fixed cost on a timeshare every single year for the rest of my life. So during the timeshare meeting, they obviously tried to push me even for the lower packages. They tried to give me extra incentives, extra points. They tried to even give me the Aspire card for 0% interest for the first year if I put down the down payment on it. Look, they're going to try to push a lot to try to get you to sign. But because of those 4 points I've outlined, it is simply not for everybody. Now, if you're already well off and luxury travel with the family is your thing, and you know it's going to be a thing going forward, then sure, it's pretty decent value. You're prepaying your vacations, and that kind of slows down the inflation impact on your money. Now, it's still there. They try to say that, oh, the points values never go down, but the maintenance fees go up. They try to get you on that end. Now, these salespeople, they will try to like snake their way around with circular logic. And, you know, it's their job. I understand it. But if you're like me and you only came here on one of those packages where you get a really great deal and you had to, under condition, you got to sit in one of them timeshare presentations, and I got 100,000 Hilton points out of this, so that's why I'm here. I mean, if you want to come to one of these, yeah, it's great. Just know that they're going to be pushing you to buy something, and all you have to do is say no. And if you want to understand the math, just ask AI. I mean, they can probably break it down for you pretty well. So I will once again emphasize, for a vast majority of people, timeshares are not worth it. Now, if you get a good deal on a timeshare tour package where you get to stay for cheap and under condition you go to the presentation, yeah, that's a great deal. But if you're being pushed to buy their package, no, don't. It is simply not a great deal for a vast majority of people. Well, with that said, I'll leave it there. And if you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.